Hi, once again, we are at T-Mobile Park, only this time it is for the actual Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and not all of the events leading up to it that I've been going to now for about the past week. It's a packed house again, another sellout crowd, and we're going to talk to some of those fans, and we'll have a few post-game interviews as well. So after several days of coming out here to T-Mobile Park, I'm finally taking my first honest-to-goodness all-star foray onto the field because I wanted to make sure to be down here for a little bit of batting practice while I had the opportunity. Right now it's the American League team's turn for batting practice. In the cage right now from the Baltimore Orioles, Adley Rutschman, who put on one heck of a show last night at the Home Run Derby, hitting from both sides of the plate. So this is Emma and Josh Ross, one of the epitome of fans here, father and daughter, here at the All-Star Game. Emma is just 14 years old. We'll set her straight on the Dodgers here, but that's okay. You're allowed to like who you like. Emma, let me ask you firstly, how come you love the Dodgers so much?
Yeah, they're really good. And I like the dynamic they have as a team and the relationships that they have together and how good people their players are and also how good that they are as a team and just the dynamics they have together. Their new players and their rookies that they get, they're just so good at helping them get better and helping them make relations between the team.
Yeah, like I was looking at Will Smith yesterday too and I'm like, man, that guy is young. He is so young, but you know, when you're old like me, everybody looks young.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. So, you know, for an experience like this, the Dodgers don't really come to T-Mobile Park very often. So, like, what's it mean to you to be able to come here and see some of your favorite players in person?
We went to the red carpet today, and I saw Clayton, I saw Freddie, and it was just so cool to see them so close, to have never, seen them here either and have them come, and I don't have to go on a plane and have to go so far, and I'm going to go see them in September, I think. And I just think it's so cool to have your favorite team come and not have to go through the struggle of getting on a plane and getting which clothes you pack and just getting to come down and then go home. And it's just really nice and cool to have them here.
That's great. Well, I will tell you, Clayton told me yesterday when they asked him how he likes the ballpark, he said, I won here once, so of course I love it.
Yeah.
Not much to the chagrin of Mariners fans.
Most pitchers love this park.
Yeah, of course they do. So Emma, so the big question is, you're out here with your dad. What does it mean for you to be able to share that experience with your dad?
It's just so cool and so great, and I love that I can make bonding moments like this because not everyone gets to do it. And I think this is something that really connects us, and we watch it together, we wear our jerseys together, we root for the same teams, we do the chants, and it's just so cool to have something that bonds you so well and something that he's liked forever, and I get to come and like it, and he gets to tell me all of his experiences that he's had, all the players that he's watched that I didn't get to watch, and how he connected with them, and I get to connect with the newer players, and how I get to tell him things that he doesn't know, and he gets to tell me things that I don't know, and it's just really cool to like something at the same level.
Do you think if you have kids, you'll want to do the same thing with them?
Yes, I love this sport, and it's my favorite, and I hope that I get to share it like I get to share with my dad.
Oh, that's great. So,
Sure.
Dad, what does it mean to you to be able to bring your baby out here?
God, once in a lifetime, memories that you'll take to the end with you, so it doesn't get any more special. So, weather's good, stadium's hosting it well, so everything's been awesome so far.
And you just led into the next thing I was going to ask you. It's been a real job for the Mariners and Major League Baseball to get this ready for the All-Star Game. How do you think they've done with the fan experience here?
I think they did good. I think it's just the two stadiums here set up really nice. WAMU and the Play Ball Park. I always call it the City Play Ball Park's really cool. Getting to go out on Lumen Field with all that stuff was really cool. The only thing that was kind of a drag was the QR codes the first time you go.
Yeah,
You know,
they don't
and
really
you got to
tell you.
download and all that. But other than that, everything's been first class. And so the city has shown out pretty well, you know, I think over these couple days. So.
Well, now I have to ask, did you get to see the Babe Ruth bat?
We did. We saw the Babe Ruth bat. We saw the Babe Ruth hat. What else? Roberto Clemente hat. It was really cool. It's like a traveling museum of, you know, baseball memorabilia. So it was really neat.
Now you also touched on another thing, and you know, not to be a
Like
downer
the Segway
because
king or something.
you are the Segway king.
It's
I'm
like
going to
we
get
practiced.
you. I'm going to get you into the broadcasting
There we go,
field
yeah.
because you're good at it. But you know, I mean, it's no secret Seattle had to work to sort of clean up the area around the park, and everybody around here knows that you know that crime has been a real problem,
Yeah.
public safety.
Yeah.
How would you say you felt being around here in terms of you know feeling safe?
Well, I mean, you know, living here, and we have season tickets, so we come to lots of events, and so it's better. You know, we use public transit a lot living, you know, down in Pierce County, and you know, there was a big improvement there. There's transit security at all of them, and you know, I guess they kicked somebody off the light rail one night when she was with her mom. So it's better. I mean, I was still kind of surprised a little bit when we went down by the market for the red carpet. There was still, you know, there's still a lot of, you know, homeless and stuff, but I mean, I always feel relatively safe, you know, because you know, we know how to handle ourselves in terms of watch our surroundings and stuff. But you know, it's definitely better. They made an improvement, so hopefully it can stick though, and snowball into something more permanent. You know, I think not to be too any one way, but I think you know, as people that pay a lot of taxes, we like to be able to enjoy our things and not have to worry about getting mugged or seeing someone overdose. So you know, it's good. Hopefully it's parlayed into, you know, some positive change, you know, for these cities. So
Absolutely. So, the biggest of the big questions: who's going to win tonight, American League or National League?
American League, they gotta.
Emma, what do you think? Yo, so it's another family dispute.
Yeah.
Who's going to win? Oh, that's hilarious. Josh, Emma, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, and this is Kenny and Susan Peterson. They are in from Idaho. Where in Idaho?
Coeur d'Alene area.
Oh, beautiful country over there. And of course, they are sporting the gear. Kenny with the Tommy Bahama All-Star Game shirt. Let's see the back. Oh, beautiful. And Susan with the New York Yankees Derek Jeter gear. So coming in as an out-of-town visitor, what do you think of how the experience has been for you so far?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. It's been great. We went to the play ball park day before yesterday. That was great. Of course, we went to the home run derby, the celebrity
All-Star
softball
Game.
game, and everything was absolutely fabulous.
You have done it all. Kenny, you know, it took some work to get this place put together. What do you think of how Major League Baseball's done?
You know, they've done a fabulous job. We come over here about once or twice a year, usually opening day and then when the Yankees are in town. And the MLB guys have just been amazing. Everybody's helpful. The food has been awesome. Upstairs at Odd Pizza, I got the crab pizza. I mean, everywhere we go, it's just been great.
Well, full disclosure, I tried the crab pizza the other day when they were doing the food preview, and it's good.
Oh.
But if you like the crab, look for the foot-long crab roll.
Where? Oh,
I don't know where they're selling it.
we gotta
but
look.
they were giving them
Okay.
away. So now you say you come here a couple of times a year,
Yep.
and you know you're used to coming here. How would you say the city has done in terms of cleaning things up a little bit?
Oh, I mean, everybody's, if you're a regular or even just if you've been here before, you know the city's done their job to clean everything up. The downtown area, a lot of the camps are out of there. I mean, you're still going to have the people, right? I mean, you just have to deal with that. But safety-wise, it's been a really good experience.
Have you been-
Police officers everywhere, so that's really nice to see.
Have you been using public transit at all by chance?
The only time we have was this year, and we did have a little bit of an incident on the light rail coming from the airport, but it wasn't anything that we couldn't handle.
Okay, what was the incident?
Just a guy that didn't really like us.
Oh
say that.
no!
He is obviously suffering from some mental issue.
Yeah, or some substance abuse, but
Or,
unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
The good thing is, I'm a retired firefighter and I can hold my own.
Oh, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, if he had a problem, you would know what to do. Were you a firefighter medic?
No, EMT.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm
All right.
retired.
And she's a retired ICU nurse.
So
What, you say ER nurse?
ICU, I worked a lot of ER too.
Oh my God, my mom was a surgical nurse for 45 years, so when you start talking about the nurses, I'm like, oh, I just want to come give you a hug. Nursing is the best. So, the big question, who's going to win tonight?
American League.
I gotta say American League. Although, you know what, I've kind of fallen in. I'm originally from the Atlanta area, Marietta, Georgia, so I grew up a Braves fan. So yesterday I sat with my binoculars and I was watching Acuna Jr. like play with his kid and stuff like that, and I kind of fell in love with him. So I'm kind of like, okay, you know.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
one
get an autograph, Mr. Acuna, so.
well, that's one of the things I've been thinking about too is, the All-Star Game is a place that players get to bring their kids. How cool is that?
It was really cool.
I really enjoyed watching them interact with their families and stuff like that. It was very cool. Yes, I really like that.
Fabulous. Kenny, Susan, really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
And go Mariners. Oh, yes, I can't forget. Now, Kenny and Susan, let me make sure I make a point of this. Kenny and Susan thankfully reminded me, are doing, they've got YouTube videos, they got their own YouTube channel because they're going to every major league ballpark. I bet you're going to hit a few minor league parks along the way, too. Where do we find that YouTube channel,
So,
Susan?
it's called Living Our Dream, not with a G, just Living. Living Our Dream, Kenny and Susan's Escapades. Living Our Dream, Kenny and Susan's Escapades. There you go.
Well, Kenny, you're married to Susan, so you're living the dream, aren't you?
Oh my God, dude, you have no idea.
Fabulous. Well, thanks to both of you.
Of course.
So this is Kim and Damian Simeon. Their son's playing in the All-Star Game. They're up from California, but they're sporting, of course, the Texas Rangers gear. How proud are you right now?
So very proud. Couldn't be more prouder of Marcus right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing great. I mean, he's been a good ball player for years now. I mean, this is not brand new. This isn't his first All-Star Game, is it?
No, he's second.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought he'd done it once before. So you've had the All-Star experience before.
Not me. It was last time. It was a guy's trip. So all the men in the family got to do their guy trip and absorb it all. And this year is my turn.
Damian, that doesn't seem too fair.
You know what? We're going to chalk that up to my dad, which is Mark's grandfather. He made the suggestion that it be a guy's trip, and the ladies kind of said, okay, but next time he gave us the elbow, said we come, if he makes it again, he was lucky enough to make it.
Well, yeah, next time, because you knew there would be a next time. Marcus is a real good player, folks. If you don't know this, I've watched him for a while, especially when he was with Oakland. Marcus is a really, really good player. So, you've done the All-Star experience before.
Yeah, it was 2021, I believe, and it was in Colorado. We had a great time. This one is right up there with it. Had a great time. Seattle's been real nice to the families, treated us with open arms, and we're having a blast so far.
Well, living near San Francisco, of course, you know, big cities, especially on the West Coast, are really plagued with a lot of problems, homelessness and drug use and crime. How would you say you feel, and this is for both of you, in terms of being safe going around town?
You know what? The fact is that you said it really doesn't bother us. We're used to it, so to say. Even that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But we know how to adapt to our elements. I mean, it is what it is. We see people, we consider them unfortunate, and it doesn't bother us to answer the question. It doesn't bother us at all.
Kim, I'm guessing you feel the same way.
I feel the same way, yeah. I said Seattle kind of reminds me of San Francisco. And exactly, we know how to adapt. We're used to it. Like Damian said, it may not be a good thing, but we are used to it. Seattle was a beautiful city. We went to Pike Place. I loved it there. Just have to maneuver through the people, but it's unfortunate.
Well, and you brought up another good point. I was going to ask you if there were some Seattle spots that you went to that you particularly liked.
I really liked the Pike's Place Market. We walked around there. We got to the original Starbucks on the Starbucks grill, so I love that. I got to go in and buy a coffee from there and a souvenir.
Did you get one of the cups?
I got a cup.
No, you did the right thing then. Now, how How about food spots? Any favorites yet?
No, we don't.
We walked through a lot of them. Was a Pierogi place.
Oh, Pierogi is a Seattle
we
staple.
We didn't grab anything, but we went through it, kind of sniffed and observed, and let our nose take us where it was. But we have been eating very good since we've been here.
Excellent. Well, if you make it back to the market, the clam chowder at Lowell's is fabulous. It's not San Francisco clam chowder, because we're all biased toward that, but it's right up there. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Semien, thank you so much, and best. I'm assuming you're rooting for the American League tonight.
Got it.
Of course.
Got it.
Very good. Thanks a bunch.
Okay, thank you.
Here to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome singer, songwriter, and actress Kiana Ledette.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what's so brightly red at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we wore were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked the land, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still.
The fans are absolutely gobbling up the stuff coming out of the Mariners clubhouse and team store, and this is how you know how honest the local fans are. They've all had to walk out of the store with the merchandise that they haven't paid for in order to get in a very long line to pay for it. And all of them are doing that. No one has stolen a thing.
He has 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. Again, Alexis Diaz, 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run.
I mean, it's hard to see, but I trust myself. I say, okay, wait for the ball and hit the ball. And that's what I do.
Is that what you always do?
Yes, sir.
So the All-Star game for you is no different than any game? See the ball, hit the ball?
See the ball, hit the ball. I just come here, enjoy, but do my job. So that's why I'm here, and then I enjoy the game a lot. This is beautiful sport, and then especially play with a lot of star players, and I enjoy myself.
How big a thrill is it to drive in a run in All-Star?
Hey, amazing. I don't know. I see JD running in second. I say, okay, if I get him, maybe he scored because everybody knows he's low. But I say, if I put in the gas, he scored, and then I did. I put in the right field line, and then he scored.
You're also a 1,000 hitter in the All-Star game, right? 2 for 2? 2 for 2.
With the year that you're having, what have the other players on this team said just about watching you, kind of the chase to 400?
Everybody support me here. Yeah, I was surprised, especially Freddy, Motivet, Acuña, the Latin players. They support me. They say, hey, go ahead, go play hard and then enjoy the game. You can hit 400. I say, hey, it's hard. I'm a human, but I'll try. Let's see what happens when I finish my season.
When you're chasing 400 and you go 2 for 2 in an All-Star, does that say to you something special has happened this year?
Yeah, something special, especially here, because I feel I'll start pitcher there. And the guy throw 100. I say, God, I need to hit the better, and then I did it.
How hard does 100 buck when the sun is the way it is?
It's hard, especially the shadows here, but I put my mind, I trust myself. I say, okay, we gotta just find a better and then hit the ball, and then I did it.
How would you rate this ballpark for hitters?
This is amazing. In 2019, I made my debut here, and then I see the ball so good. But when I come this year, I got 0 for 15. I say, God, what's wrong with me? I can hit the ball here, and then I say, this is good stadium, especially the fans come to here and support us. And then I want to say thanks God for this, and then I enjoy this a lot.
What's your favorite part about this year?
Favorite part, when I go to the red carpet with my family, and then meet a lot of players here, and then take a lot of photos, a lot of videos, and then, you know, this is fun. I live in my dream right now.
Birthday on mine and my son's birthday. It just makes it really special.
How long do you know the play was? That inning, took about play. What did Rob tell you?
Yesterday and today, they're just kind of 5 or 6, just depending on how everything goes and stuff. So I was down there at the beginning and just staying ready.
What did you get out of this entire experience the past few days?
For me, I'm just extremely grateful. It's been a long time. I was in the minor set here. It's just really cool and really important to be able to spend this time with my family. I said my son, it's really special.
When you're in the minors for so many years, how are you able to keep the focus and make it to this point?
Yeah, it's really important, even now in moments like this, just take it a day at a time, take everything for what it is, and just trying to learn something each and every single day. And that's 3 to 7 years in the minor leagues. I think I was doing really good job of it.
The spectacle of it all. I mean, what did you kind of take in the most about just being out here?
The red carpet today was really cool. Yeah, the same thing. Just having my family there, my family and my friends. Able to enjoy these moments with me. For me, that's what's special.
What was your reaction to that play?
That was sick. Fellow Mississippian making a play for me. I remember being a junior, senior in high school. Me and him, Austin Riley, me and him played some ball together. And he was the best hitter and pitcher on our team as a sophomore. So to see him out there, it's no surprise, honestly.
Did you say anything to him after the play?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he made it, I was like, that was so cool.
Yeah, and beginning with the strikeout as well, and preserved the tie and the exhale at the end there.
Yeah, that was nice. Especially with the runner on second. I was just trying to make a good pitch, and I was able to.
We knew coming into this that it was probably going to be a rowdy environment, but just going through all of the emotions of today, can you kind of walk us through what it was like to play in front of your home crowd like that?
Oh my God, that was unbelievable. That was an unbelievable feeling. And I would say we'll have had the playoff games and all that, but there was just something different of having like an event-based crowd, kind of say it like that. And it was just unbelievable to have all the stars here and the energy that the fans brought. Like, it was unbelievable what they did, and Seattle definitely showed out.
questions? Larry? Julio, what was your thoughts there going up to the plate with a chance to win it there in the ninth inning?
Definitely was trying to win it, honestly. But it was given the situation that I had to pass the time. But as soon as I saw the guy just kind of getting up, going to first, my thought was just get a good pitch to drive and just let's try to win this game. But I had to pass the time.
Julio, what did you think of the crowd's Ohtani chants, and were you able to maybe recruit him a little bit on your own during these couple days?
I did talk to him a little bit, but not specific about him coming to Seattle. Just asking a couple questions, but that was cool. I mean, that was a very interesting thing to see how the whole city can, whenever they combine themselves, they can do something pretty amazing. And I thought it was pretty cool of what they did whenever they came together and do that.
The second row chair.
Well, now I gotta know, what'd you ask Shohei?
Secrets. You can know everything in life.
Questions for Julio? The last one that was left.
Julio, you've had some big at-bats in this ballpark over the last year and a half or so, but to be up there in that moment at the end of this game, what did that mean to you?
I mean, it definitely meant the world. It meant the world just having the opportunity to kind of step on the play again and with a chance to do something special. And the crowd knew, and everybody kind of felt it in the building, and it was pretty surreal, the energy that they were sending down.
One last one for Julio, David, the second row.
Julio, en español. El balance de esta semana, Home Run Derby, esto, la ciudad, todo, ¿cómo ha sido para ti en tus palabras?
Emocionante, muy emocionante de ver de verdad cómo la ciudad se lo disfrutó este evento, cómo siempre se mantuvieron apoyando, siempre se mantuvieron en eso, y de verdad que me siento muy contento por cómo la ciudad de Seattle se representó hoy.
Julio, thanks for being a great face of All-Star Week. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys. You guys definitely did a great job too. Everybody.
Got another big star coming in.
Not just one side. Everybody works together.
Thanks to Julio. We'll welcome Dusty. Dusty, thanks for coming in. Who's got the first question for Dusty? Start with Larry in the first row.
Hey, Dusty. Hey there. What was your thought? Was it like you had the storybook moment there with Julio coming to play, and what were you thinking there?
Well, I was just thinking, hey, man, you bring the house down and the whole baseball world and the town down. And this was a moment that very rare is going to happen in your life. You know, I always wanted to play an All-Star game, and my hometown never happened. But I mean, this was that was quite a. It was all set up. It was all set up, and then after you walk Julio, you know, one of the most dangerous guys in the game is Ramirez. So, you know, one of the true clutch guys in the game. So I just knew it was going to happen, but it didn't.
Questions for Dusty?
Dusty, did that at bat from Julio impress you? I mean, like you said, he's probably wanting to hit it half a mile out of this ballpark, and to take a walk there.
I mean, that was big. I mean, that's when you are not thinking about yourself. That's when you're thinking about the team. You know, 'cause everybody wants to be the hero. But that was a situation. You know, it took a close pitch, well, from my angle. But boy, I just knew it was going to happen, and it did.
Questions for Dusty? David in the second row.
Dusty, the Diaz home run, obviously, you know, he's got a lot going on personally right now. What did you see from that? And he's going to be at that tomorrow.
Well, he's going to be at that tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot, man, we didn't have a chance. Is that his first baby tomorrow?
That I do not know.
Okay, yeah, well, you know, big fella out there, I mean, he hadn't given up anything, you know, when we saw him. And, you know, he threw a split, I don't think, and Adley said he hadn't given up a home run on a split all year. And so, I guess that was just his moment that it was supposed to do it. But it kind of reminded me of, you know, my pitching coach said, hey, man, it's set up just the way you want it, you know, with the big fella and the Batista, and then after that we had Hanley for the ninth, Jansen for the ninth, and it reminded me of the first All-Star game we lost when we had it set up with, I think we had Billy Wagner, followed by Kanye, who hadn't given a lead in 50-some games, and then we had Smoltz, and I was talking to Smoltz, and I never got the Smoltz. And so this is this kind of deja vu all over again. I didn't really expect that, but that leadoff walk or the walk in the eighth. A lot of times that eighth is tougher than the ninth.
Up front in the middle. Justin, you've certainly seen some crazy crowds here last October, and that Game 3 comes to mind. What were your thoughts, specifically when the crowd was kind of lobbying for Shohei covering the offseason? What was your thought on the crowd you expected that?
I think a lot of people are lobbying for Shohei, to tell the truth, and that was a sign of affection and that they wanted it. I was really more impressed that they were rooting for us to win the game because they didn't boo Tucker in the ninth inning. And I heard some people saying, "Come on, Tucker," and I was like, "Man, that's news to my ears." So it was a well played game. We come up a run short, so now it's time to go back, take a couple of days off, and go back to our championship season.
A couple last ones. Standing on your left, Dusty.
Dusty, I think the Braves batters when combined only one hit. Could you just talk about your staff's performance against them?
Well, hey man, these are the best of the best, and those Braves. I don't want to face them every day. You faced them and swept them. When they were a little cold over there in Atlanta, and they have a mighty offensive team. They have a great team. In their defense, it was really tough to see at that time that they were hitting all those guys because everything's a blur at that time. The sun's not helping. The lights don't help, so that was a tough time to see.
Two more, Ron.
You talked the other day about how the nature of the All-Star Game has changed since you played in the Mazes and Morgans and Roses played 9 innings. And yet, when you're out there and the team's trying to win, the competitive juices and the want to win somewhat take over. Is there a little sting in it?
No, it took over a lot. And you can tell our guys that we wanted to win, they wanted to win. I mean, there was a lot of pride out there and a lot of competitiveness out there. And you can tell by the energy on both sides and the energy in the ballpark. That was probably one of the better All-Star games that I've been part of.
Dusty, I know it's hard to get every pitcher into the game, but was there any reason you left Castillo out in his home ballpark? Luis Castillo.
Well, I had his manager sitting right next to me. You know what I mean? And so, he was kind of in an emergency situation. That's the only reason. He pitched not long ago against us in our ballpark. So, you got to take care of other guys' players. I was kind of shocked, but pleased, the fact that Garrett Cole wanted to pitch 1 inning, and because he just pitched on Sunday. So, it was about preservation of another team's player.
Dusty, thanks so much. Great seeing you.
Hey Rob, on the All-Star team filled with That's Freddie, coming on the make of Luis Diaz being the guy that hit a winning homer, first ever All-Star game.
It's fantastic. It really is. When I talk to, talk to all the managers about what the availability was of all their players, what they expected, and I talked about Black about this, and he said, this is one of the finest people you'll ever meet. He's a complete team player, do anything you want. If he doesn't play, that's fine. If he does play, that'd be great. He's just happy to be there. So for this to happen, and he was exactly right. As soon as he walked in the clubhouse and I nodded, he said, do anything you want. If I play, I play. If I don't, I don't. I'm so happy to be here. So for him to do that, it's fantastic.
much did the players kind of talk around you about how long it had been since the NL had gotten a win, and how important was this for them just to snap that streak?
Yeah, I don't think they really pay too much attention to that anymore. I think if you're playing in a game, you want to win. But I don't think there was much significance to that at all.
Barry Bloom to your left. Thanks, Mike. Hey, Rob. So go through what you're feeling in the ninth with your guy out there, and he walks two guys, facing one of the best hitters in baseball to try and get this out.
Yeah, I was more worried about the pitch count than anything. Make sure he was available for Friday, and he will be. But that was going to be his last hitter, no matter what. But I'm happy that he got the save. That's his first save ever in an All-Star game, so I'm happy for Craig for that.
Good. Ron in the first row. What have you seen across the field of Elias the last few years? He went from struggling to where Pittsburgh cut him, had defensive problems the first year in Colorado, to this year a solid year. He had a big hit against you guys in April.
Yeah, he's really improved, in every phase of his game. His defense has really improved, his throwing, and now he's hitting, and hitting for power, obviously. So, yeah, they've done a nice job with him, and he's done a lot of work, obviously.
Third row, Rob.
Hey, Rob. After Diaz hit the pinch hit go-ahead 2-run home run in the eighth, was there any consideration to possibly leave him in the game to catch and lift Will Smith?
No, because then we lose our DH. And we were running out of players at that point. I was trying to get everybody in the game. So we got Alonso in for Olsen, and then Diaz in for the DH spot. So, we were lost DH, and now I had to have a pitcher go up and stand there. So,
anything else for Rob? I'll finish up. One on your right.
Rob, what were your thoughts on the crowd tonight, and how does it compare to other All-Star games you participated in?
Well, the last All-Star game I participated in was 2010, so I don't really remember too much about it. But it was a great crowd. It really was. And I was really excited when Rodriguez got in the game, came to the plate. The drama in the ninth inning, with the walk, and then him coming to the plate. It was really fantastic. I thought they were great. I really did. Seattle's a beautiful city, and MLB and the city of Seattle just did a fantastic job for us.
Rob, thanks so much. Really appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Welcome to Tim Williams, All-Star Game MVP, Elias Diaz. Congratulations. Thank you. So happy for you. Danny Wood is around to assist if we need, and we will take our first question right here in the first row, Elias.
Elías, felicidades, tu primer All-Star y ya un MVP. ¿Te habías imaginado terminar este primer All-Star como MVP?
No, en realidad, de verdad que muchas gracias, pero de verdad que no, porque yo temprano en el juego el manager me dijo lo que íbamos a hacer y dije, bueno, yo voy a agarrar mi turno, feliz por estar en mi primer juego de estrella, pero no pensé que iba a ser algo así. De verdad que sí.
Elías, se une tu nombre al de David Concepción, los dos únicos venezolanos que han ganado premio al jugador más valioso. ¿Cómo te sientes sabiendo que estás al lado de ese nombre, de ese ídolo venezolano?
Wow, de verdad que no lo sabía, pero para mí es un honor, de verdad, ¿sabes? Por todo el trabajo que he venido haciendo durante mi carrera. La verdad que Dios me pague de esta manera es algo increíble para mí.
And we'll go to the second row in the middle.
Obviously you were the big reason that this National League team broke quite a long losing streak in the All-Star Game. How much does that mean to you to be the catalyst for that, to finally get the NL back on top of this team?
Bueno, dice que la Liga Nacional obviamente no le ha sentido bien el juego de estrellas, pero ser parte de la victoria hoy y pues traer la victoria a la Liga Nacional, ¿cómo se siente?
Se siente increíble, de verdad que desde que llegamos aquí todos dijimos que íbamos a dar, que ya íbamos a jugar con eso. No pensé que iba a ser yo el que le iba a dar la victoria al equipo.
Yeah, it feels incredible. When we all got here, we all talked about how we were going to bring home the win. I just didn't realize it was going to be me to bring home the win. But it feels great. It feels awesome to be able to contribute.
Good work in the first row.
Your manager, Ron Johnson, said that you told him, I'll do whatever you want. You went in pitch hit, stayed as DH. Did you ever think this was possible, that you were going to walk out of here with the MVP award?
Sí, hablamos y yo le dije que yo solo le dije que estaba contento por solo estar aquí, que lo que él decide hacer yo lo iba a hacer. Y no, como le digo, no imaginé que yo iba a acabar el juego. Tanto así que porque estaba hablando con Orlando hace temprano y él me dijo, tranquilo, que tú vas a salir en el octavo inning, noveno inning, la vas a sacar y vas a hacer el MVP. Te vas a ganar el carro, lo que hay.
Yeah, like you mentioned, when I talked to Rob, I basically just told him that whatever he needs from me, I'm here to help the team. Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't necessarily realize that it was going to be me winning the game and bringing home the victory, but yeah, I told him whatever he needed from me, I was happy to be here. And then also I was talking with my teammates earlier in the dugout, earlier in the game, maybe the third or fourth inning, Orlando Arcia, and he was telling me that, hey, you're going to go up to bat, you're going to hit a home run, you're going to win the MVP. So, I didn't think it was going to turn into all this and, win the trophy and whatever other prizes that came with it, but it's really special.
Can you just take us through the at-bat and what's going through your head as you're circling the bases there?
Si puedes hablar sobre el turno y qué estás pensando cuando estás corriendo la base.
Salí con un buen plan al turno. Estaba hablando con el Jericó y me mostró los números y pues temprano estaba buscando la recta y tratar de conteo buscar su posición porque él no iba a tirar. Lo por ahí lo pude conectar y gracias a Dios y muchas emociones corriendo la base, que es inexplicable.
Yeah, the first part of your question, as far as the at-bat goes, I feel like I went in with a really good plan. Just talking with the hitting coach, he showed me the numbers, kind of showed me the plan. So I was looking for a specific pitch. I was able to get it and connect. And then as far as when I was running the bases, just overwhelmed with emotion. A ton of emotions when I was running around the bases.
Kyle, on your right, Elise.
At least 3.5 years ago, you were non-tenured by a last place team, the Pirates. What does this mean to you to be, after that, not only be an All-Star, but the All-Star Game would be too?
Bueno, porque significa para mí y ahora estar aquí, no nomás ser un All-Star, pero también el MVP de todo el serie.
Significa muchísimo para mí, que sí, me dejaron libre, pero para mí no fue una derrota, para mí a mí me dio fuerza. Yo dije, yo confiaba en lo que podía hacer en mi talento. Y bueno, gracias a Dios seguí trabajando, no bajé la cabeza y hoy por hoy estamos aquí.
Yeah, it's incredible. Obviously when that happened, when they let me go, I didn't allow myself to feel defeated. I maintained my confidence and stay positive. And now I'm just happy to be here, happy to have this experience. And yeah, it's been a great time.
Tyler, second.
What has been different or better this year? What has he done to get a chance to be an All-Star this
Mi preparación, tanto mental como físicamente, el trabajo que hago con mi head coach en Colorado, con Juan, con Andy González, de verdad que me han ayudado muchísimo y hemos tratado de hacer mucho, y llevar un plan a la hora de batear y bueno, gracias a Dios no lo hemos hecho.
Yeah, my preparation. Coming in this year, really just focusing on that. Working with my hitting coaches in Colorado, just working with them daily. They've really been able to kind of help me out and give me that confidence to be able to be here and be an All-Star.
Elías, felicidades de parte de todo un país que se siente orgulloso de tu participación en este primer Juego de Estrellas. Ayer te preguntaba lo primero que te pasó por la mente cuando recibiste la convocatoria. Hoy te pregunto lo primero que pasó por tu mente cuando terminó el juego y sabías que eras el MVP. Te vimos en una imagen mirando hacia el cielo y agradeciendo. ¿Qué fue lo primero que pensaste cuando terminó el juego?
¿Sabes? No podía creer que era el MVP del juego, como lo dije antes, no iba a tener mucha acción. Pero bueno, Dios fue bueno conmigo y me dio esa oportunidad, esa bonita oportunidad que fue increíble. Y nada, agradecerle a Dios por esto, mi familia, mi papá que está en el cielo, de verdad que bastante bonito.
Statement right, please. Elías, ¿cómo me describe tu participación en este tu primero, el Juego de las Estrellas, y el impacto que te lleva contigo y a quién le dedicaste ese premio?
Me llevo una bonita experiencia al lado de tantas estrellas, estar en un dogado, en un clubado con tantas estrellas, te llena de paz, te llena de satisfacción, y con eso me voy, con mucha paz, con mucha satisfacción, con ganas de seguir adelante, de seguir mejorando. Y este premio se lo dedico a Dios primero, a mi familia, a mi país y a todos los que me han acompañado durante mi carrera en todos los sacrificios que he tenido para poder estar.
Luis, in Colorado, we talked so much about you being the first Rockies catcher to win the All-Star Game. Now you're the first Rockies MVP of an All-Star Game. What does that mean to you? It just seems that you keep setting these first in a Rockies game.
Bueno, en Colorado obviamente hablan de el primer catcher de los Rockies, la estrella, la primera MVP de los Rockies, ¿qué significa para ti, para poder mejorar?
Pero es bastante historia que estoy haciendo, de verdad. De verdad que significa muchísimo. Nunca pensé, sí sabía que era el primer catcher de los Rockies en poder participar en un juego de estrella. Y fue uno de mi motivación, pues, de poder lograrlo, de que mi nombre estuviese ahí escrito en la historia de los Rockies. Y bueno, hoy se está escribiendo otra historia. De verdad que agradecido con Dios por todo eso.
Man, that's something that I never could have imagined. Obviously I was aware that I was the first Rockies catcher, to be an All-Star. But I really wanted, I took a lot of pride in that. I wanted to make the Rockies proud and put my name on the map. And now history is continuing to write itself, with the MVP. But really, it's something incredible, something that I'm really proud of to be the first Rocky.
And on the back on the right, excuse me.
Hola, Elías. Prensa colombiana, te saludamos como hermanos que somos. Ayer hablaba contigo también de la participación en el Clásico Mundial, pero pasando al tema familiar, ¿ya tuviste chance de verte con tu mamá, saludarte, al menos miradas, nada?
No, nada, no he podido todavía darle un abrazo y decirle que todo esto es para ella. De verdad que no, pero voy a tener el tiempo para hacerlo.
As you share the catching duties with Sean Murphy, around the past couple days, what's impressed you the most about him?
Sabes, es un pelotero que tiene muchas condiciones, tiene mucho talento. Ahora él, tanto él como Wesley, son muy buenos, mi respeto para ellos. Es un tipo súper callado, con una ética de trabajo bastante buena, y bueno, el mejor le ha dado la oportunidad de ser un jugador, de estar en su primer juego de estrella. De verdad que contento por él y nada, como digo, me llevo mucha satisfacción y ganas de seguir trabajando para seguir mejorando.
Yeah, I mean, he's an incredible catcher. He has a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge, both him and Smith. So being able to be around them and kind of learn from them, understand how they play their game. It's been an incredible experience for me. Coming away from it really satisfied with the amount of knowledge that I take from them, that I've learned from them, to be able to move forward during my time.
On your right. Your name is now going to be listed on this award along with players like Willie Mays and Frank Robinson, both Griffey's and Mike Piazza. What does that mean to you to be alongside those players?
Bueno, que significa para ti tener tu nombre ahí junto de leyendas del juego, todos los nombres que what were some of the names?
Willie Mays,
Frank Robinson, what were some nombres de la historia de ahí junto de ellos?
Increíble, no lo puedo creer. En ningún momento pasó por mi cabeza poder estar ahí. En ningún momento. O sea, he trabajado para grandes cosas, pero cosas como esta nunca las imaginé.
It's incredible. I mean, I honestly can't believe that my name is going to be next to some of those names that you listed. Obviously I've worked really hard to get to where I am, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that, I would be in this position, to be able to be next to some of the people that you listed.
Elias, congratulations. I know that jersey's headed to Cooperstown. We're very happy for you.
Thank you.